Hi, good morning. I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 276 and we are in Fort Myers today at a Panera because I'm helping my friend drive her son to school. Brr, it's really cold. I was laughing in the car this morning because it's like, oh, it's only 59. It's not that cold. And then I sat down here and the wind is whipping so hard today that I changed my mind. It's freezing. I didn't have, oh God, I'm getting a bunch of notifications. Whoopsie. Anyway, if you are joining me live, please say hello. Let me know what you're working on. If you have any questions for me, please ask them. I'm having some issues technically with YouTube this morning, so I'm not sure if the comments are going to work. I was not able to upload my thumbnail, so just putting it out there that if I'm not replying to your comments, it's because I'm not seeing them. I haven't seen anything scroll by yet, so we shall see. I'm a little late today again because it's the day that I go to bunch more notifications. Anyway, so other notifications are working, but not YouTube. Oh well. I am drinking Earl Grey tea this morning with a little bit of honey and some coconut milk. I brought some fun books to show you today, and maybe even a sneak peek of what I'll be working on after the podcast while I'm up here in Fort Myers today. So one of the things that I mentioned in yesterday's podcast was that a couple of my books that were published by Interweave were republished in other languages. So the 3 books that I could think of last night, there might be more, but the only 3 I could think of to grab for our show and tell this morning was Knitting Outside the Swatch, The Finer Edge, and Crochet So Fine. So all 3 of these books have been translated into Russian, and I'll show you those first. Let's see. And the covers are a little bit different, so I think that's really interesting as well. So here's The Finer Edge in Russian. Move my fingers so you can see the writing. And then here is Crochet So Fine in Russian. And you'll recognize some of the projects from inside the book. And even some photos that have nothing to do with the book, which I thought was a little strange, but whatever. What do I know? So that's Crochet So Fine in Russian. And then the 3rd book that I know of that's been translated into Russian is Knitting Outside the Swatch. And you can see some of the photos are from the book, some of them are not. I believe there's even a photo of crochet on the cover, which is a little strange, but again, what do I know? And then here's the back cover. And then the only book that I know of that was translated into Chinese is The Finer Edge. So this is the Chinese version. And what's interesting is this one does look a lot like the original, way more like the original than the Russian version. And if you notice, all of the Russian versions were published in hardcover instead of paperback, and the Chinese one is paperback like the original. So these 3 are all The Finer Edge. Trying. Now I'll stand up. So these 3. Okay, you know what the original looks like. So here is The Finer Edge in Chinese and in Russian. And even on the back cover, it's identical except for the writing in the Chinese, but not on the Russian. And the Chinese is in paperback like the original, but the Russian is hardcover. So I thought that was a really fun show and tell. Too bad the comments aren't working and I can't answer your questions about that, but super fun. I know I've seen other authors get their books written in lots and lots of languages, and that's so wonderful. This is the only experience I've had with it, and I have to tell you, it's been super fun. It would be more fun if it was more languages, but this is exciting in itself. And so these are definitely part of my little collector's items. I love them. I have no idea what they say. Well, I guess I have an inkling as to what they say because I know what the original says. But super cool nonetheless. Really interesting. And I like seeing the differences between things that were done in the translation for Russian versus what was done for Chinese. I find it fascinating that some things are identical and other things are done differently, and I would love to be able to ask why that is, but I have no idea who I'd ask, so just enjoy it for what it is. That's okay. What else did I bring with me today? Oh, I brought some scarves because I thought for sure that a hat and a scarf was going to be fine out here in the cold. But as that wind's whipping by, I had to pull out my Michigan down parka. Couldn't do it. I'm too big of a baby for cold weather. But at least cold weather with wind. So, a couple other things that I brought today. I'm working on projects for the encyclopedia book today. I'm on projects, I think these are the last 2 projects now. So I'm working on a rectangular motif in Be So Sporty yarn to make a placemat. And I believe I have to start over. I don't like the way the gauges come out. I think it's a little too loosey-goosey, although it might be pretty that way. So I have to figure out if I'm going to continue or unravel and start over with a smaller crochet hook. So kind of slightly back-burnering that, and I think I'm back-burnering it because I really want to start the other project. So I'm working on, and I did do a little tease on Instagram stories yesterday. I showed a photo of this and asked people to guess what it was, and didn't get any correct guesses, and that's okay. It's just more of a excitement on my part to want to share how excited I was about a project. So what I'm doing is an evening purse done in Be So Soulful yarn in the pink coral colorway while holding gold sequin Be So Dazzling yarn together with it. Is that going to make a gorgeous clutch or what? I not only can I not wait to work with it, I can't wait to finish it. I can't wait to use it. I need to be able to go somewhere in the evening so that I can wear this clutch. I don't know if it looks more like I Dream of Jeannie or a mermaid or what, but it's definitely inspired by some blingy person that inspires me style-wise. So I'm not quite sure if I'm picturing I Dream of Jeannie going out for an evening, or if I'm picturing a mermaid going out to an evening event. But either way, this is going to be like, I think it's going to be like a wristlet clutch, and I've already ordered some amazing hardware for the wristlet part, of course. And so the body of the bag will be done with the pink coral Be So Soulful yarn held together with the gold Be So Dazzling yarn, and then it will be lined and have hardware and be gorgeous and simple. It's for the first volume of the Crochet Encyclopedia, so every single project in this particular book is going to be beginner simple. So how awesome is that? That you're going to get this amazing bag that looks like it cost hundreds or thousands of dollars from a designer, but it's going to be one of the easiest projects you've ever made. I like that. Gosh, I wish I could see comments, because I know some of you are just as excited as I am about pink and sequins and evening wear. So anyway, I'll be able to show you more of that soon. What else? Oh, I wanted to put it out there that I am looking for a part-time helper who is experienced with Tailwind for Pinterest posting and scheduling of posts and stuff. So if anybody has any experience with Tailwind as a software program for posting to Pinterest for a business, I would love to see your resume and talk to you about some part-time work. And oh my God, the wind's coming again. I know you guys think I'm babies, especially the ones of you that live up north, but all I can say in my defense is that to sit outside as the wind is whipping by you is brutal at many temperatures, and today it happens to be at 59 degrees. I know it's colder in other places right now, but sitting outside with the wind whipping by you is brutal. Oh. Ooh, I can't even see if anybody has any questions. What a bummer. Anyway, I'm so glad I was able to show you my books. Maybe I'll bring them another time so I can answer your questions too. But if you happen to really want to leave your comments or questions, even though I can't see them now, wait till the podcast goes recorded, and those recorded comments will show, and I can chat with you there. I can see your comments, and I can also answer any of your questions if you have them, like if you need help finding any of the yarns I showed today, or finding any of the books that we talked about. You may not be interested in the Chinese or Russian versions, but you may be interested in the English versions. So if you have any questions about any of that, oh, and I didn't mention my hat. This is the Tender Reina hat, which is an incredibly simple crochet pattern in Be So Tender organic cotton. It's done in half double crochet through the back loop in rows, not rounds, and you can find the free pattern for that as well as the video for that on my website, and you can also order Be So Tender yarn there. It comes in a lot of beautiful colors. This is, well, it's black, but I'm not sure if I called it Raven or Onyx or something like that, but it's definitely the black, and it's a really pretty black. All right, well, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I know I see people here. There's little stats going up telling me how many people and how many thumbs up, so I appreciate all that. Thank you. Sorry I couldn't see your chat today, but I know you're here and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully at the beach. Bye.